Okay, so just like zoonoses can affect both humans and animals, so can parasites. And parasites are organisms that live on or within a host organism. So they're a smaller organism that feeds off of their host. They gain their nourishment from that host. Typically, children are most at risk. They're the ones that are typically playing with dogs and cats. They're in the areas where animals have been. How many times did your mom have to remind you when you were a kid to wash your hands? They're not the most clean, most hygienically aware, shall we say. So they tend to get parasites more so than adults. So ticks. Ticks would be considered an external parasite. There's 7 different species that carry Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and 5 species that most often carry Zysore disease. Um, Really, daily personal hygiene will work to kind of combat this a little bit. You want to just make sure that you're removing ticks not only from yourself but also from your animals if you see them. Um, and basically, just taking a shower every day will get rid of any larvae that you may not notice just by looking at yourself. But if you're showering every day, you're good to go. Ascarids and hookworms. So ascarids and hookworms are roundworms, and they can affect both dogs and cats, and they can be passed on to humans. They will cause things like fever, headache, cough, and poor appetite. Typically, your kids who play with dogs and cats are most at risk. And if you make sure that you're regularly deworming your cats and dogs, that's really your best prevention measure. You want to make sure that you're keeping areas clean of any poo, because again, everything routes back to poo. Um, Feces is what ends up spreading a lot of this stuff. Tapeworms. So tapeworms are occasionally carried by dogs and cats, and they may cause AHD, which is alveolar hydatid disease. This can be fatal. It can also produce parasitic tumors or cysts in the liver of people, and that can actually go unnoticed for years. It's a little bit scary. And we will stop there for now. We'll pick up safety procedures in the next go round.